is up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com, and more importantly, welcome back to Saratoga. That's right, the meet starts this Thursday, and you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, I could not be more excited. For my money, it is the best race meet in this country. I look forward to this meet more than any other meet we have all year long. I'll take a Thursday at Saratoga over many other days at any other track anywhere. I just absolutely love it. If you've never been, you need to go. It is a fantastic place. Ignore the naysayers on Twitter. They're just unhappy people if they do not like Saratoga. It is heaven for horse racing. So I just wanted to do an overall kind of preview of the meet here. Just because I'm just excited and want to talk about it. That's the main reason why we're doing it. But I do think it's important to kind of look at the key players, the key races, and then kind of look ahead of what is going to happen at this great race meet. All right, I'm going to pull up now the last year's jockey standings, and I think that's a good place to start and analyze what the jockeys are going to do this year, how they're doing coming into this year. And if you remember, Luis Saez pulled off a mild upset. I think everybody kind of thought Irad Ortiz would win it last year. Saez got hot. He got hot, and he had 64 wins. He beat Irad Ortiz by 8, and then Jose Ortiz got up there for third. Now, these three will certainly be the ones that are going to try to battle it out again. We've got a new shooter, so to speak, Flavien Prat. There he is, Flavien Prat. Last year, he finished Saratoga with 3 wins out of 18 starts. Well, he's riding up here full-time now. And so what will that do to the jockey standings? I think we've got some major intrigue this year with Flavien Prat in the mix. He's had a very good Belmont meet. And really, as that meet went on, he got better and better and better. Probably learning the course would be a big part of it. So now Flavien here full-time at Saratoga. So look for Saez, look for the Ortiz brothers, and let's see if Flavien can get in there and make a difference. Now, for betting purposes, of course, those 4 are going to take money, but let's kind of look at some of the other ones that were real sneaky last year that I think could be sitting on a good meet once again. Of course, Joel Rosario, he's going to be solid, but he's kind of the obvious one. Let's not forget Ricardo Santana. He won 35 races here last year. He's going to be aboard horses. There aren't short prices many times, so that's one to kind of look at as well. And then, of course, Tyler Gaffalione, he shipped up here and had a great meet. I think he will once again. So those are kind of your secondary guys to take a look at. Let's talk about cash and big tickets with guys. A guy you really want to watch for, my old buddy Ricky Pasternak always played Lescano at a price on the turf angle. You saw last year he won 18 starts out of 172 mounts, 10%. And you might say, well, that's not a great percentage. Yes, but he's not getting those top-tier horses. So that's a guy you need to look at. If you like Lescano at a price, I wouldn't be afraid to play him this meet. I think he'll do a great job. He's very consistent at NYRA, trying to get to that 10, 12%. And he'll kill you at times with some prices, so don't forget about him. Another guy that's going to be interesting is Dylan Davis. If you follow Belmont Park, he almost won it. He almost won the jockey title. He was there till the last day right there, and Irad clipped him in really the last 5 races of the meet. He only won, and I say only, that's solid to win 18 races at Saratoga, but he only won 18 last season. Let's see what kind of impact Dylan can have at Saratoga this year. All signs point to Dylan having a big meet and getting more than 18 victories. He'll probably get more than 174 mounts, and that's a big key as well. So he's one to watch, and I don't think he's going to get bet, even though he had a great Belmont meet. He's not going to get bet like the Ortiz brothers, like Flavien Prat, and, of course, like Luis Saez. So let's keep an eye on what Dylan Davis does up here. Does he get hot? Can he have that success up here that he had at Belmont? Will he get those mounts, and will he provide us with some value? So those are the guys I think you really need to watch for as far as who's going to present the value at this meet. I think those guys certainly are the ones that are going to get those 8-10-1 horses home that can really make it pay. All right, let's go on now, though, to the trainers. And it's no surprise last year, Chad Brown gets it done with 41 wins, and Todd Fletcher had 31, so he won by 10. Brown comes in extremely hot once again, guys, and is probably going to win this thing. And you know, Todd Fletcher's hot as well, but like Chad Brown's just got the force. He's just got So many good horses in each division. One thing to note, Chad Brown, the last couple seasons, has started slow. So you might hold off on betting every Chad Brown the first couple of weeks of the season. He has started slow. If you remember, Mike Maker, Steve Asmussen, Christophe Clement, the last couple of years, they've been atop the standings after a couple of weeks, and then Brown and Pletcher really get going as the meet kind of rolls on. Speculation of why that could be, I think, you know, these guys like Maker, Asmussen, Clement, they don't have small stables by any means, but they may target those early races, kind of have a big pop right out of the gate. We've been working towards it. For Chad Brown, Todd Pletcher, kind of your locals, so to speak, we'll look at it more as, hey, it's a 6-week meet. We've got our horses spotted all through here, and we'll come on strong towards week 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just a speculation there. Things to look for, though. Mike Maker will probably come up here and do very well again. Asmussen, Clement, they seem ready. So don't forget about those guys, especially early in the meet, these first 2 weeks. I would expect them to get hot. Of course, Brad Cox will be up here with a limited amount of runners. He's definitely one to watch as well. Rob Atras in the claiming ranks, definitely one to watch. He was 13 out of 47, 28% last year. He'll be ready this year to do kind of the same sort of thing. So those are the ones you really kind of need to look out for here. I think Robertino Diodoro, he was only 6 for 35 last year. I think he'll come up here with a few more horses this year. Kind of look for him as well. So those are your major players. And once again, like I said, Chad Brown has struggled in recent years, the first couple weeks of the meet. So we'll see if that pattern continues here. And maybe that's when you can kind of drop down and use some of your other lesser known guys. Well, not really lesser known than, let's say, Chad Brown. I don't really consider any of these guys lesser known. Here's another guy, before I just kind of thought of it. Andy Gargan's having a really good season. He was 26% here last year. It's another guy, man. You better keep an eye on him. He's going to jump up and win some races. So that's definitely a guy you got to look out for. All right, let's move on and kind of look at the races here. What to look for on these weekends. We're going to kick it off with the Diana this weekend. Should be a good race dominated by some nice Chad Brown runners. I don't think he's going to lose the Diana. We'll see when the official entries come out. The action really starts to heat up, though, on July 23rd, the Coaching Club, American Oaks. Right now, we got Nest versus Secret Oath. That is worth driving to Saratoga, flying to Saratoga to see. Nest, Secret Oath, in the Coaching Club, American Oaks, going 1 1/8. It should be great. And then also on that weekend at Monmouth, you have the Haskell as well. So that's a huge weekend, July 23rd. July 30th is the Jim Dandy. Here we go. We're going to try to, make sense of what's going to happen with these 3-year-olds. Mo Donegal is out. Charge It all of a sudden has come up and ran an extremely strong race. Can he do it at Saratoga and kind of get himself established as a top 3-year-old? Will it be the Preakness winner early voting? There's so many questions. They start to get answered July 23rd in the Haskell, and then Saratoga for the Jim Dandy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You go to the next weekend, which for my money might be the best weekend of the year at Saratoga. It's the Whitney, a Breeders' Cup win, and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Right now we have Life is Good versus Olympiad. And if that happens, it really doesn't matter who else is in this race. It will be a spectacle. It will be a special, special day at Saratoga if Life is Good and Olympiad meet up. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for it. I certainly will be there. So that will be a lot of fun. You go on to the next weekend. It's the 4-Star Day, a very fun race. Always a good, sharp field. Regal Glory, the filly's going to try this spot. We talked about on another video, the Forbidden Apple, which will be a big prep for this one. It looks like a really strong race. That will be a ton of fun. You move on to the 20th, and that's the Alabama on August 20th. We could see a rematch between Secret Oath and Nest in that spot. We had them. Hopefully we get them in the Coaching Club American Oaks, and then hopefully we get them again. And you never know. There's some other fillies that could develop as well, but those are the big 2 headliners before we start the meet. Then you got the race that could decide everything as far as the 3-year-olds go, or at least go a long way towards it on August 27th. It's the Run Happy Travers. It's the race of the meet. It's going to be exciting. You also have so many grade 1s in on that day. So many horses are going to come out of that and probably go on to win Breeders' Cup races. The Forgo, the Jerkins, the Personal Ensign, the Sword Dancer, Travers, obviously, and the Ballerina will be the next day on the 28th. So that's a great weekend without any doubt. That'll be the highlight. It is every year. And then you end, obviously, with the Jockey Club Gold Cup on September 3rd. And then the meet obviously runs all the way to Labor Day, which ends with the Hopeful, which is always a very fun race as well. So those are the big-time races to look for. Any day at Saratoga is good. If you're lucky enough to make it to one of those days, it'll be extra, extra good, and it'll be a lot of fun. All right, we'll close it with this. Everybody's talking about the Wilson Chute and, of course, the paddock bar, the hot button issue. It's incredible that it is, but it is. Saratoga Slim was there to document it. If you want to see more on this, go to Saratoga Slim's video, and he's got some interesting takes and looks at the new paddock bar and, of course, the Wilson Chute. I'll talk about the paddock bar first. I'll save my judgment for when I'm there. I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm not worried that a business decided, hey, there's prime spots. Let's make a couple suites and make some money. That's called business, folks. That's what good business people do, and good for them. Hopefully they make all the money they can. I don't really think the new suites on the top floor are really going to disturb anything. I mean, people have been talking about what's going to disturb the horses. They might get a beer thrown on them. Y'all ever been to Saratoga? The horses are amongst the people all the time, everywhere at the track. They literally walk through the picnic area, which by far and away has the most drunks I've seen anywhere at the track. No judgment. I love it, but that's just a fact. These horses walk all through these people. If people are going to do something to the horses, they're going to have 100 opportunities before they get to this spot. So not really worried about that. I mean, hell, it could happen. Somebody could do it, but it also could happen at the picnic area. It could happen from the bottom floor. That's Saratoga. The horses are amongst the people. So not really worried about that. The bottom level is still walk up to the general public. Again, that's the part I'll be at. I won't be up in the suites there, the boxes or whatever they have up there. But the general public area, I can't make a judgment until I get there. And I can tell you it wasn't the most luxurious place while being an awesome place and a place I loved. We were all huddled up in there. There wasn't a lot of room on the weekends. I take a look at this, and it's like, it looks like there's more bar, and it looks like there's more room. I'm speculating that I think I'll like it better. I don't know, though, until I get there. I will report back on that. But it doesn't look bad to me. I think it will be an upgrade. We'll see, though. I know I may be the only one that thinks that. Okay, the Wilson Chute. This is probably the more important one. You see a picture here, and again, great job by Saratoga Slim. How it plays will be interesting from the gambling perspective. Johnny V has kind of said, boy, that turn's kind of sharp when you kind of get onto the main track and have to make that turn. If you don't break well, it may really compromise people. I know Saratoga Slim has kind of been skeptical that maybe speed will be what you want out of here. If you draw inside and you have speed, you can kind of beat everybody to that turn. If you're hung out wide, man, it looks like you're going to get hung out very wide going in that turn. So we'll have to see. I may do another video next week after we've seen some races out of it and kind of see, hey, here's what to look for from a handicapping perspective. All we can really do now is speculate and kind of make our best guess on it, and that's kind of what I'm guessing, that we're going to see some horses get hung wide and maybe have some poor trips, and maybe that inside early speed will be good. You see it here. This is where it's going to be located. They had this, I can't remember, Saratoga Slim said on the blog, on his blog when they got rid of it. They had this before. You see here on the screen, if you're walking down Nelson Avenue, you'll kind of walk parallel to it. If you go in kind of that main entrance over by Shake Shack, that's kind of where that Miles Chute's going to be. When you walk down that little lane, that's where you'll be able to see it. And again, we'll see how it goes. I like that they did it. They did it. I like that they have some flexibility. Worst comes to worst, if they run a few races on it and it's like, yeah, this sucks, you can always cut it off and go back to either running 7 furlongs or 1 1/8 miles. But I do think it kind of adds a little bit My hope is it leads to bigger fields, and that's, horses want to go a mile versus a mile and an eighth. You got a mile and eighth race, and there's 6. If we can run it a mile and get 10, I think it's a win as long as it's playing fairly. So that's just something we'll have to judge and see. We don't know yet. I'm skeptical about it. It might be a little funky. I'm a lot more worried, I can tell you this, to end this. Maybe 100 times more worried about the Wilson Chute than I am the freaking paddock bar, okay? I think it'll be fun. So anyway, there he is. That's my rant on the Saratoga coming up. I could not be more excited. Very excited to be there. I think July 23rd will be my first trip. Hopefully be there every weekend after that, leading up to the Travers. We'll see how it goes. So, hey, if you are going to be there, let me know. We'll hang out. Paddock Bar is probably where I'll be, unless it's just so awful that we just can't stand there. Just kidding. That's not going to happen. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope everybody has a great meet. I hope everybody has fun, and if you make it up there, that's even better. So thank you, everybody, for watching. If you liked the video, hit like. If you really liked it, hit subscribe. You'll never miss anything that we do, and that could be a good thing to do, to hit subscribe, because we've got like 100 videos a day, I feel like, from now until Labor Day. So thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.